I see the biggest opportunity between content and commerce in the travel journey as an opportunity for brands like United to really connect the data, the plethora of data that they have, into that experience where United lives in the air. I think what they're doing with their data and how they can connect actual content and get the content on in flight for those mileage plus consumers and then actually allow for shoppable experiences in that is huge. I've thought for years, like, I want to get this or I want to buy this, and I'm writing myself notes while on the plane, and the Wi-Fi sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. But now, when you're actually in flight, sitting in your seat, in screen, and you can actually make those shoppable experiences, that's super important, and a way for United to connect more with consumers.
So, as an agency, wanted to get your sense of where Dentsu fits into that content commerce equation for travelers working with United. Has the role of an agency like Dentsu evolved?
The role like the role has evolved as an agency in general. I think when we can actually help them with their data, overlay their data with Mercury if they want to use their first party data, or if they just want to use their first party data, but then connect to who the consumer is in seat. There's nothing like when you go and you're on a flight and you're like, I'm a mileage plus 1K, and they know to give you that free box. But knowing who the consumer is sitting in the seat, we can target them for luxury if that's what we know that they're interested in, which we have luxury brands. So that can really help Dentsu kind of evolve across our clients as well.
Wanted to turn to streaming and entertainment, and wanted to get your sense of when it comes to shoppable content, what's working.
When it comes to shoppable content, I mean, there's a lot working because I think shoppable is everywhere, right? People, consumers are shopping at every given moment when they wake up, when they go to bed. Fortunately, probably, in other places we don't want to necessarily mention. But I think that ultimately the consumer is always thinking about like, oh, I need to buy this. Oh, I need to get this. I need to put this into cart. So the concept is all around encompassing everybody every day.
Platforms are evolving, behavior is evolving and shifting. What's the key to keeping the consumer journey seamless from content to conversion?
I think, a lot of the things we're probably talking about today at the Beet Retreat, but simplistic, and it's not simplistic today. There's a ton of DSPs, there's a ton of SSPs, there's a ton of RMNs. Supply path is an issue. Interoperability is an issue. We need to actually get some of that complexity and reduce that to make it faster. And I think AI is going to do that. We've been talking a lot about that today. So how can we use AI? How can we use agents? How can we use bots to make that kind of hardness and like the 10 hops or the 15 different ways in which you have to approach things easier between media plan, media buy, but also between content and commerce, and how do you make that actually move? People are seeking out content. Content is king, but ultimately data sits on the throne too. So if you can marry all those things together, I think we can make it simplistic and work better.
So with all of that together, what's next for traveler media?
I feel like there's a ton of exciting things for traveler media. United just formed a relationship with Spotify. That's only, at the forefront. There's so many more partnerships that I think can unlock, and really help with the experience during in-flight. And really actually probably outside of the flight too, right? Before you get to the airport, after you leave and get off your plane. I think there's a lot of things that can be done from a United perspective and partnerships that they'll launch and branch onto. It's exciting to see a lot of the things that they're doing today.